video is a little bit different, but I got the idea and I wanted to go through with it to get something out, so here I am. I've been friends with a lot of music artists, but never really spoke about their music with them, rather just kind of listened or suggested ideas in their music. So in a time where I had nothing but my thoughts, I wrote up some questions on Notepad and hit up some of my friends to ask them about their music. And with replies of being yes, I started recording my interviews about them and their music. First artist I decided to ask to interview is my friend Deet. I've known Deet for a bit of time now, and he's really good at making music, and he always tries to improve with the next song that he makes. He dropped an EP not too long ago, so I'll link that in the description of the video for you guys to take a listen to of your own. With all that being said, please enjoy the first interview of the video.
I'm locked in now. I'm locked in now. Made a beat, feeling good. Okay, let's go. What do we got?
The number one, the most obvious question is, what got you started?
Honestly, I don't ever like. I just thought it was cool, to be honest. Like, I was always interested in music. Um, so I don't know. I just was like, I feel like this is something I could do, and then I started trying to do it, and then I was like, man, I really suck at this, and then that made me want to get even better at it. But I always liked music. I never had any musical aptitude or anything, I would say, but I just was like, man, I want to try this thing. I saw FL Studio and I was like, I gotta try. A lot of it was joke stuff, to be honest, when I first started.
Yeah.
Even stuff I make with my close friends now, a lot of the time it's just joke stuff more than like serious stuff.
And that also leads me to ask, where did you start? Or, what was, your first step, kind of, in, the direction of making music?
So I wanted to I wanted to try stuff vocally, even though I'm not a good singer. Even to this day, I'm not a good singer. I know stuff at this point where I can kind of fake it. But vocally I wanted to try stuff, but then I also was like I had seen like YouTube videos of this thing called like FL Studio. That's the DAW I use, the DAW I started with, and the DAW I used like to this day. Um, DAW's digital audio workstation. Um, and I saw videos of this thing called like FL Studio, and honestly, it kind of looks like a like anyone who's like played games before, kind of looks like a game, to be honest. And I saw it and I was like, wait, this looks like something I could figure it out. And so first I like had all my money saved up at the time. I was like, man, I'm gonna just drop. It was like on discount, hella, and I was like, I'm gonna just drop the money to get this application I've never used before, just because like I'm really interested in it. And then I started trying to make like beats, and they were all like really bad. I didn't really have like I didn't have any musical knowledge, any musical background, but I just started to try and figure it out. And then at the same time as when I was doing that, I was like, at first I was like, I want to try to like record something. So I had like my Apple earbuds, the wired ones, and I like recorded in them. And then I would send those recordings to like my like email at the time, and then like put it into FL Studio and try to make something with it.
I didn't know people knew about the email method. I didn't think people used that.
The email method, but
Oh,
I
man.
didn't realize because this wasn't like when Discord wasn't a thing either. It was like Discord was around. I just did. I was so stupid. I didn't know how to make a server for myself to like send myself stuff.
What made you stick to your genre? Because I feel like you have a very interesting genre, and I really like it, and I know a lot of people do. So I just want to know, what made you click to that?
To be honest, I don't even really know how to describe the genre of music I make because like I switch it up quite a bit to be honest. Um, and like I'm always like very inspired by like stuff I'm listening to or stuff I'm listening to in the moment, or like old stuff that I used to listen to that I come back to and I'm like, wait, this is cool. So I'm always kind of like taking inspiration from stuff and like switching up like what I do because I pretty much do all my own production. If not, it's like only like with my close friend. And then I do like all the mixing and everything. So I have like pretty a lot of free reign on what I want to do. But I think what I can say about like the genre of music I do is like it's very like self-defined, if that makes sense, because it's all comes from like years and years of a trial and error, so just like trying to figure it out. But yeah, I would say it's like it's very like self-defined.
Honestly, man, I'll always love your shit, man. But
Thank you,
um,
appreciate it, bro.
I know you spoke about it in the question before, but I just want to see like when how long has it been since you started? Because like for what I know, it's been at like I heard like 3 years or like some five. I just want to like general.
So what's it called? I think I got Mm, I think it's been like I wish I kept more of like a track of this stuff, but like my life has been like so busy and crazy where I haven't really like necessarily cared to keep track of that sort of thing. But um when I think what would that have been like 5? So like I think like 6 years ago I got it's either 6 or I think it was 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago.
What is like your personalized goal you wish to reach? Like some people like always like, oh, I want to have 1 million. I want to go on tour, like all that. Like what is your personal goal? Not just like an everyday goal that like every artist wants.
I wanna like I always say this to like not like out on like about or like just to like random people because like honestly the like my like personal life and my music life are pretty separate. But I say to like people who know I do like the music stuff, like I always say, and it kind of sounds cliche, but it's true, like I want to be great at this shit. Like I really want to be great. Um and I feel like that sums up my personal goal. My goal is just like I want to like me like consider like me myself get at a point where I am like, yeah, I'm great at this shit. I'm just great at this. I want to be great.
It's always good to like have that that own like it's just like it's one of those like it's like a bucket list. Like it's not like it could be on somebody's, but like at the end of the day, like the bucket list is like like personalized for you, and like crossing things off like that really shows
Exactly.
like a
Yeah.
good achievement because like that's something you personally wanted to get through.
Mhm, I agree.
What point in time, like throughout you making all your music, would you say that you finally like you've made it, as they say? Like when people are just like on stage, like crying or something like that, like they're like, "I really made it." Like, what do you think that is for you?
Honestly, I think it's if I ever get to the point where like I could live off it, like I could just completely like I could just because I mean I haven't done it before, so I might want it like I feel like a lot of people would be like some big performance or something like that. I think that would be cool, but like I don't I don't really have like the urge to do that.
Let's say right like after this, tomorrow, next day, you get on your computer and you start making music. Like from that tomorrow, a year from then, where do you want to be? Or like where do you think you'll be?
Like in life or like in terms of
Yeah,
music.
like both, like because you do like
Oh yeah,
devote
there.
music a lot into your life, so it would be like kind of both of a question.
I don't even think I'd want to like necessarily say like a year from now like I've in quotes like made it. I've done it all. I've you know what like I just think like a, a year from now I just and this is like a very broad term, but a year from now I just feel like I just want to like I would just want to have more buzz around my name. That's the main thing. For a year from now, I got a little bit more buzz around my name. Maybe I have a song that has done really well. Then I think that's good enough for me.
I just how long do you think how long do you want to like pursue this? Like how much more do you think you have in you until like that's when you're like I think I'm done. I think I finally want to give it a rest and do something else and move on.
There will be a point in time where it will be like more based on like financials and stuff like that. Um, I don't think I have an exact time frame. Music is always gonna be like part of my life. I don't think I'm ever gonna completely stop using FL, making stuff on FL. Playing like I'm not very good at it, but I play a bit of guitar and a bit of bass. I don't think I'm ever gonna stop doing that. I don't think it's always gonna be in the background, but I think like taking it less serious, probably like 1 or 2 years, couple years. And that's if like I don't see like any more progress if that makes sense. Like because right now I feel like stats wise, like statistically, overall like trending upwards, I guess you could say, slowly. But like I'm seeing progress on that end. Um not crazy amount, but I'm still making some I'm getting checks every month for, music. Um and so I feel like when all of those factors like either die or start to slow down, that's probably when I would be like stop taking it as serious. But yeah.
Like, do you feel like at any time you'll switch anything up with your the way you are now, like in music wise?
Uh, like you're saying like do something crazy, like some country shit out of nowhere or something
Yeah,
like that.
like so like just like a crazy switch that like catches everyone off or something.
Um, like I've already, I guess you could say, have had plans or like ideas of like I guess you could say, but not like I feel like a crazy switch to me, and I don't think that would be like completely opposite side of anything I've been like not like anything like that, but I I feel like I'm always gonna be continue to like adapting and grow as like an artist and change. So like I'm gonna always switch up what I'm doing.
Now, just for like, you know, just to see, like, is there anyone like you would like want to work with? Like, you listen to this person, and you're like, I want to work with that person.
Honestly, or like I don't see it. So when I would say probably like a year to like up like 2 years ago or something like that, I was way more into like working with other artists. Like when I was trying to like especially like grow more. But as of right now, I kind of prefer to work on stuff by myself. Um, because I just like to literally the only person I work with is my friend Nico. Um, besides for that, I kind of just for the most part do everything by myself. I probably got like I would say like my two main ones are probably like Jane Remover or Eric DOA.
Before this ends, do you have anything to like just say to other people in your position right now that are just trying to go up the same way you are?
Mm, I mean, like I'm not gonna act like I know it all because I'm still like figuring this shit out. But I would just say like, especially like if you're someone who's already like got like even if it's minor, like I would consider like if you got like minor buzz, like people like kind of consistently checking, even if they're just checking into what like you're doing, creating. I feel like that's where I would kind of place myself right now. I got friends who are like doing really well, and then like I got people who are always kind of interested to a degree what I'm doing. I would say if you already got some minor buzz, like have self confidence in yourself, believe in yourself. Like, you got that buzz for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
Especially if you're looking at it from like a more creative perspective. Um, and then like just have fun, enjoy it, because I feel like I be stress myself out sometimes too much. I like feel like I enjoy making music the most when I'm just like having a good time. Like I'm just, and I feel like the stuff I make then is like better as well. So
Oh, well, all right. Well, that's all the questions I had. Thank you, Deet, for coming. Thank you again, Deet, for the interview. Next person I want to interview is my friend Ism, also known as Angelism. I've known Ism for a very long time, and I know how much he deeply connects with his music, so to see him release an album of his own really shows how much he's dedicated to what he makes. I will also leave this album in the link in the description for the video. Please enjoy the interview.
You can start whenever you want, honestly.
But I like overall, I am curious, like just in general, like what was that one day that he was just like, this is what I want to do? Like, what got you like to start this? You know?
It's actually a really anticlimactic story. It's back in late 2023, I think it was. Me and my friends were having a banter joke, and I decided to go on BandLab and create a diss track about one of them. And for some reason, it's like, even though I didn't have any auto tune or mixing or any of that, it was just me and the beat that I stole off YouTube, and the prod tag was still on it. I don't know, it just sounded better than anyone expected for it to be, and especially because I never showed any interest in singing. But I used to sing a lot as a kid, but that's like every child. But
Yeah, I get it.
once I sent that diss track, I think everyone was like, "Wow, why does it sound decent?" And I was like, "True." And then it became a running joke. I started dropping more joke diss track songs with my friends and whatnot. And one day I was like, I should learn how to actually mix my. It was good enough for me to try to actually put effort into a song, and because I put effort into a song and it sounded good to everyone, including me, I was like, wow, maybe I should pursue this as a hobby, and here I am now.
It's nice to like. I feel like that's also like a good like thing of motivation because like it's such a random spark that like you never really get to like experience, like you never think you would have, you know. So like
Hmm.
when you did it and it was like people were like, "Yo, this is fire," and you're like, "Damn, I should do it like that." It's nice to see stuff like that.
Yeah.
How would long would you say till it's been since like you officially started?
Since I officially started, close to 2 years and a half now. This would be my third year in December because I started in December of 2023. So it would definitely be December 2026 where I reached the 3 year mark.
Who would you think like like who would you give your props to like for your start? Like who was like there and like who you can like shout out every single time for like your start off?
Well, it would mostly be down to two people, which one would be Spoop or, our friend Justin. He was the one who, honestly, he was the only person who truly pushed me to release a song in my early days. And the funny thing is that he was the first person I dropped a diss track on. So he was the person I was making fun of. And once he heard it, he was like, wow, it actually sounds pretty good. So why don't you just pursue this? And he was the person who pushed me to make more and more and improve. As for the technical side of things, the one who taught me the most was Deep. He taught me how to do a lot of things like control and how to tune my voice, and he showed me a lot of things I wouldn't have learned on my own.
It's honestly funny to hear like, oh yeah, I made a diss track on this guy, but like he was like the biggest thing to help me.
Yeah, yeah. I He was the first person I made a song about, and it was me shaming him.
I also want to know like more about like your music. What made you pursue like your genre? Like what made you choose like the genre that you sing about now?
I used to sing in many different genres, so I tried indie, I tried electronic, EDM, hyper pop. I tried many different genres, but the one I stuck most to was ballad because songs that are compositions, they just resonated within me more, and I was able to come to making lyrics about them a lot better than I would have on any other type of music. So if I tried to make a song on like electronic music, I really wouldn't have, like, I wouldn't be able to come up with something as well as if I was singing on a composition. And that's really how I chose it because it just sounded the best to me.
It's nice to it's just like the finding your groove thing, like trial and error and everything.
Yep.
It is like a more it's not I wouldn't say it's efficient, but it's definitely like the most like guaranteed thing for somebody. How long do you think like you would go with this? Like, do you think like you'll go forever? And like this is just like a short time term thing.
I feel like up until like I become able to do other hobbies, because right now I think other than gaming and programming and music and art, okay, so I do have a lot of hobbies, obviously, but eventually I'm gonna grow out of some of them, and I think music might be one of them, but I hope not because I really do like singing. But at the same time, I feel like I would only pursue this for maybe the next decade before I grow out of it. But maybe I'll come back to it many years later. But for now, it's a few years off.
Because yeah, people always say like once in a while, like it's rather like they're super like dedicated, like they're like, oh, I'll never quit, I'll never stop, and then there's people who are just like, it's also just for fun. Like eventually things like stop being fun, so it's
Yeah.
honestly just a gamble of game. Do you think eventually like you'll ever like switch up what you do, like genre wise?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think the more I learn on how to make music, the more I will be able to do other genres. Because right now I'm only able to do three genres comfortably, but everything else just sounds bad or just doesn't sound as good as the others. So I think the more I practice, the more I learn, the eventually the more I'll be able to do. So definitely in the future when I improve, I will definitely try to do something new.
Because a lot of people like most people always say like expansion can like ruin like in a way because like the genre jumping is just like iffy, but honestly I feel like it's better to do that. What do you think is like what is your personalized goal that like you want to hit? Like this is where like this is like your peak, like this is what you want to be like, I know I can hit this. I don't care the time, I don't care how like whoever goes through my way, whatever happens to me, I will hit this.
Uh, well, obviously, the first answer I would do is be satisfied with my music. So that's a goal that I want to reach. I want to be able to be satisfied, but I don't think anyone can be truly satisfied with anything they make because they always know there's room to improve. Um, but another goal that I would have that I know I would reach because I do know how to play the piano, I do know how to play the guitar, but in the future, I do want to compose music myself, and I think I'd be able to sing on my own melodies and compositions. I think that would be my final goal.
All right. So okay. Next question. Who would you ever like want to work with like later on? Do you feel like eventually you can get to that point? You could work with someone.
uh, Søren Meyer for sure. He's probably my favorite artist. If I had to choose from the genre that I do, I love this person. He makes beautiful music. He's one of my friends. Like I speak with him a lot, but I think he would work with me if I asked, but at the same time, I am incredibly shy, and I feel I would be shameful to ask him because we have a huge gap in skill. And I think once I'm good enough, I will definitely ask him. But right now, it's a little out of reach.
Exactly like today, a year from now, where do you see yourself? Like or like not see yourself and like where would you want to be a year from now?
Um, in a year, I definitely would want to be not only in my own place, as in like physical, like I would love to have my own apartment or house where I could be comfortable with singing as loud as I can and making as much noise as I want. Because I think the only thing limiting me from improving now is the fact I'm with family. And because I have family going in and out of the house at like all times, I'm never truly alone. And I can never truly sing as loud or as hard as I want to because I would be a nuisance practically. So in a year, I hope I'll be alone and I'll be able to improve.
You know, it's always that's also like a big thing for everyone. Like a lot of artists like you like listen to, like they all started the same way. They make it out. I have faith you can do it. You're talented.
Yeah,
Oh,
I also agree with that.
at what point do you think you could say like you've made it? Like this is where you feel accomplished with everything, and you're like you're after that. It's just all fun.
Are you talking specifically about my hobby or like my life?
Like overall, like an overall.
I think overall I'd be satisfied. Again, probably when I do move out and I get my own place. Well, I love my family to some extent. They're great people, but again, it's only more freeing for someone to be alone. and work on themselves and, just improve themselves. And I feel like the time I move out is truly the time that I would be like, yeah, I think this is when I made it and it's only up from here and I'm satisfied with my current status. That's what it is. I feel like I just have to move out.
And no, it's all just about like the time and stuff. It's not something you can really rush in the process of it.
Yep.
And then here, hold on, let me redo the question. It wouldn't and stop. What would you say to like the people within the industry that you're in, like around your level, and also trying to like just follow the same path that you are in the music industry?
What I would want to say to them is that a lot of people get super hardened because they don't have the innate talent for it. But neither did a lot of my friends who sing too, and they're artists and they love doing it. It's not really about just talent, it's about hard work. The more you sing, the more you learn, the more you adapt. And I feel like anyone can make it and anyone can make music and anyone can have any hobby that they want. It truly just depends on the person because if they limit themselves mentally, they're never going to improve physically. And I just wish everyone can see that. Please stop saying me that. Like, bro.
Especially like really talented people too. It sucks because they always like they don't really have the same motivation, so they kind of just drop everything. And like, but they just gotta. I feel like it's also just a big fear of like expansion because I feel like everyone is just like scared to like be outgoing with other people instead of just like
Yeah.
trying to stick to themselves because they feel like being independent is better. But yeah, don't get me wrong, being independent is good in some cases because like being independent could like really mess with your mind as well because or you don't really have like other like voices to like listen to and hear from and like help you out. So that's my say
Yeah.
there. But
I do agree.
thank you for having this interview with me. Time. Well, I got the interviews I needed, so what now? My entire goal for this video was to get other perspectives on how people think in the industry. You can see that these people have had a similar experience in when they started mostly trying to have fun whilst they start. But later on, they realized that they had the true potential and really wanted to commit into what they do. Music might seem easy, but it's not as easy because everyone else is trying to do it just as well. I would like to once again mention that I will be linking both of the artists in the description of this video so that you guys can go check them out, and I please ask that you support them as they're really cool people and really good friends of mine. As for the original reason this video was made, it was just so I can hope I get 100 in my ELA class.
I guess I might care too much about how I look and how I act. People, I don't like money, I don't have being all things I just like.